Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to another Daily Dice, where we ask the dice for a message and find out what that is. Keeping in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing, it does allow me an opportunity to connect with you and get you out more resonant readings. If you are interested in supporting the channel in any one way, shape, or form, you will find all the links down below in the description box. If you're interested in a private reading, please shoot me an email where I will get you out further information, as well as letting you know how many spaces are available for the week. It is a first come, first serve. I do have a finite amount available, and they do fill up quickly. Also, if you are interested, check out my podcast, and that is at Scatter Love Radio, where I do talk about anything and everything. However, currently, as of recording this, the one that I have uploaded is about what I dealt with my dog for the last few months, what it meant to me, and how it was taking on something that a lot of people told me I shouldn't have done, and what that did for me, and how that prepared me for what I went through. So it is something that's near and dear to heart, but it is also a huge thank you message to those of you that have supported me along the way, and I'm just truly honored and so blessed to have you in my life. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. If you're new here, welcome. This is a space where we're reminded that we are human, and you are welcome as you are in this here now here moment to show up as your authentic self. So let's go ahead and get your message and find out what it is. So source, what is today's daily dice? What messages do you have for my fellow humans? What would you like them to know? What is today's daily dice? So we have Taurus, we have South Node, and we have the 12th house. Okay. So something is happening. Of course, something is always happening. No, what I mean is, like, there's some sort of message that's coming through here for you. Some kind of understanding about a karmic lesson. And with Taurus next to the 12th house here, it does feel like an illusion in regards to your finances, okay? Like learning how to receive that luxurious energy that you want, and being able to do what you want and not worry about it, have that stability and have that freedom to do what you would like to do. There's been some sort of inability to connect with that here because you've been healing the wound that was created by this, whether that's your parents always making money a big deal in your family, or everybody making a big deal about money with you, or if you borrowed $5 and suddenly you owed everybody $10 and you weren't sure why. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it was always like creating illusions around stability. And I keep hearing fortitude. I don't know why. I just keep hearing fortitude. I'm not sure why, but it's like, that's the thing. It's like you had no way to bring some sense of structure in your life, because structure was something that was oftentimes a false situation, right? So like if you had a structured family, it was false because it was actually just playing a part. Or if it was like maybe your family pretended to have money, and it was actually false because they were living outside of their means. And that's what it feels like here. Or there was an addiction, or feeling like wanting money is guilty. Like, I'm guilty of wanting money. I'm guilty of wanting nice things. That makes me a sinner, or that makes me a glutton, or that makes me whatever it is, right? And there's this feeling that's connected with that that's coming to the head here. And you're actually going to have to face it. So there's definitely a change here. But with Taurus energy coming through here, they're a fixed sign, and none of the fixed signs like change. They don't like it. They can't stand change. It's something that's really difficult for them. I actually have Taurus in some of my placements in my chart, and where it's placed at, I can absolutely see why. It's just hard to deal with change sometimes when you have a fixed sign, because fixed signs are that they're fixed in their ways. They're the middle of the season. When the season is blooming and bright and steady, and they don't want to change because this is the happiness. This is where, everything is good. Why am I going to change things? But then you have the beginning of the season and the end of the season. Eventually it does come. Eventually change will come, but there is some resistance to change here. And that's where the illusion comes from. Is thinking that if I change, then I'm scared, or I'm not going to be able to survive this, or I'm not going to be able to have what I want. And really, in reality, it's like that change is what needs to happen in order for you to heal and learn this karmic lesson that you are deserving of the finer things in life that you decide that you want. It's not always easy, right? It's not. But if you want a mansion, you deserve a mansion. And not everybody's going to want a mansion. Maybe you just want a lake house. Or maybe you just want a house by the beach. Or maybe you just want a house in the forest somewhere on a whole bunch of land that you build. Or maybe you want a townhome in the city that you've always dreamed of living in. Or maybe you just want an apartment. You know, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But it's like there's some sort of guilt that's surrounding it right now that's coming. You're going to have to face it. You're going to have to face it. That's what's coming through here. We have Leo with self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. Another fixed sign coming through here. Yeah, it's definitely going to help your self-confidence when you realize that you're deserving of this, right? I feel like it's this whole time, this is the one thing that's been really hard for you to manifest. And the reason being is because you didn't see why you were suffering from it, or what the hardship was that was connected to it, the lesson that comes from that. And now that you're facing it, it's like once you heal it, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like, why was I so scared to heal this? And it was just because it's a part of your false foundation. Like we have intuition coming out on the bottom with cat, 37, 10, a completion. Like this is something that's going to come through in the form of an intuitive download. Like you're going to understand. So be open to receiving it. Like Neptune. We have Neptune with the 12th house, which Neptune is the 12th house, Piscean energy. It's all that illusion, dream and transcend, right? Coming outside of that illusion and letting yourself dream bigger and really grow into that and go to the next spiritual level here, right? We have the trident. Finding your inner power through the trident. I have no idea why that came out. That was so random. So random. Okay. Anyways, yeah, they want you to find that power. They want you to find that inner strength that you have, that inner leader that you're capable of doing. You know what? You may be a unicorn. You may be a mermaid. You may be different than everyone else, right? You may be a once in a lifetime individual. Everybody is, in truth. But it's embracing that and realizing that you have a right to shine just as much as the next person. Breathe. This card talks about fight or flight. Right? We were talking about resistance to change. It's like when change comes, it's like, do I fight? Do I flee? What do I do? Do I stand my ground? And this is learning to breathe through that discomfort so that you can really transcend those illusions. Overcome. Let them go. Realize that it's just an illusion. It's not reality. Even if it feels real, it's not real. Like, and that's hard because we live in such a tangible world, right? Everything that we can touch, we can taste, we can see, we can hear, we can feel. And that makes it so real to us. But realizing that all of this is just an illusion that we've created within ourselves and coming into balance. And that sounds so strange, right? It's like, whoa, hold on. You're telling me nothing is real? No, nothing is real. Nothing is real. It's all a projection of what's going on within us. So imagine when you come into a balanced state, none of this will affect you and it won't be so heavy for you to go through change. Power and will. Didn't I say that to find your strength and your power? We have Tiger with will and number 37. 7 is all about changing what you're doing to bring in luck. Right? And so this is especially if you're a woman here, don't be afraid to exert your power in the world today because we need you to be that strong light so that we have something to follow. You're a pathfinder. And as a pathfinder, it's often uncomfortable and it means that you're facing something that's going to bring change, but it's not really easy for you to face that. And so this is your go ahead to do the change because you will be surprised at what comes next after this change, okay? And it will be good for you. All right, I feel like that's everything. I was thinking about getting you another card, but nothing's standing out to me. So I feel like that's everything that they want to say. So if this is your reading, leave a white heart down below and say, I'm open to my change, so that you call that in for yourself. Leave me a thumbs up down below, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your messengers, your spirit angels, source, my spirit guides for coming together to give us this beautiful message. And until next time, stay human. Bye.